I'm delighted to be part of this training once again. This is the phase 2. It's an opportunity for us to build on what we've learned during the first phase. And in keeping with our commitment to ensuring that we keep building our capacity and strengthening our data analysis skills, especially when it comes to advanced data analysis. And in keeping with that, it would ensure that we keep building our capacity and providing all the necessary support as much as possible.
The first part is to recap on the first phase, which was done last week. So secondly, we'll also be revising the codes for data manipulation and wrangling. Then we revise our basic mathematical models. And lastly, we reflect on the use of our data analytics and modeling at the workplace. I feel the fourth bullet is the most important for us, because at the end of the day, we want to, at least when we get back to our work, what are we going to be using R for? And how do we want to apply it? So it will be good for us to have that conversation before we leave.
I've been able to learn how to do mean, table, summary, and the likes, where you put the dataset name in brackets using the $sign and put the variable that you want to see the mean or the table or the summary in front of it, and then close the bracket.
The group sessions, the breakout, when we were able to divide ourselves into groups, and we had hand-on sessions to be able to practice what we did in class. It was a way to reinforce learning for me.
It was good to see how we could draw our charts and do some data presentation on R. It was good to be able to finally use a statistical package to draw charts and tables. And another interesting thing was that beyond the packages we were given, we were able to also explore some packages on our own. Of course, during the group sessions we discovered that we could use EpiTools, EpiDisplay packages to also represent data that we were even shared with in class.
I spent the whole morning trying to download INLA, went outside, changed network how many times. So one good thing, so Prof also suggested, so I was like, can we just save it? And he said it's something that we can do. So between him and Rex, so Rex provided the material and Prof provided the know-how. So I was now able to directly save the INLA within, so we went to the R folder and inside the library, and we now just save that INLA folder within it, and then I was able to now load it on my R. So that was new learning for me, and that was also very interesting. Yeah.
The joy of every teacher is that when they see that whatever they are saying is being put into use. I'm so elated and so happy the way people have, we all have picked up the skill and we are ready to run with it. So I will say thank you very much for accepting the knowledge.
First, we uploaded our CSM data by installing all these packages on the script. Next, we called our data that we saved to using this directory. Then we viewed the data, cleaned our data using this code. New group 4 CSM, piped it to drop any. Then we now carried out basic statistics analysis, like showing the mean of age, sex, occupation, standard deviation. We also ran the summary of all the variables in the data.
We have the distribution by states. So we used EpiDisplay package to come up with this chart. Yes, so, and also, yes, so Epi Display gave us the chart and also gave us the frequency, the percentage, and then the cumulative percentage for each state. This, okay, and we also sorted in this decreasing order. So this is what we have. So we have the distribution of new group. Yes, so this is the confirmation.
We went to the shapefile function to try and draw a map, and after using our codes, it came out like this. Of course, we're emphasizing that earlier thing I said about the fact that only 5 states had active CSM cases in the north, which was located to the northwest of and that's the map that showed that. Okay, so we went further to try and do some data wrangling. And of course, I said earlier that our mean was about 11. So we wanted to see data that was less than 11. Wanted to see people that had their ages less than 11. So we used 11 as our point to see. Of course, we assigned the total number. We did the proportion of cases that were 11 and below. And then when we ran it, this was what came out.
We recorded the category variable to numeric variable, and we stored it into DF. We printed our results so that we'll see what our data frame will look like before we continue. And then we loaded the dplyr, and we tabulated the age category as well as the outcome so that we'll see what we have. We did some descriptive analysis, statistics, the mean, the median, the mode, the minimum, the maximum, as you can see here, of the different symptoms and the rest of them.
This session was very, very interesting and very, very relevant. All groups, we did very well. And as Dr. Adadevoh said, it brings to joy what we did. That at least we were able to what? Impart some knowledge. But please, it does not end here. We have to go back and be checking, as Dr. Stella said, there are other ways to do these things. We will try and compile different packages, different codes for doing the same thing, and should be shared on Slack as time goes on.
I want to use this medium on behalf of the Director General of Nigerian Institute of Medical Research and all my colleagues that are here to say big thanks to the initiator of this wonderful training workshop. We really appreciate you for this. It's a good thought.
I'm very appreciative of the facilitators. Day by day, our knowledge increased as well as our confidence to be able to explore R across all the groups.
I have been using R at least since 2020, but this is one of the best trainings I have attended. I can say that because I have attended many.
As I'm talking to you now, I have my over 7 million records of COVID data in R that I can just click something and then I produce tables, produce charts, and so on.
I'm very happy that we have come to the end. I think we need to give ourselves a round of applause. And please, when I say end, of course, we know this is not the end, it's the beginning of another chapter. We know that, right? We're just closing our introduction chapter and we're moving on from here. We will continue engaging with you all. As we said, we are building a community. This is not a one-off type of engagement. We intend to build this community of practice. We intend to build this program beyond just you all in this room and really continue supporting you in the work that you're doing. You can see the last assignment you were given is very practical, is it not? Very relevant to your work. And so these are the things we need to start seeing you applying what you have learned, the skills you've taken over these 2 sessions into your day-to-day tasks at work.
As we conclude on this advanced data analysis workshop on the use of R for data analysis, I would like to first of all appreciate DRASA, EU initiatives as well as UNDP for this laudable initiative. The discussion just started sometimes back, and here we are today. And a big thank you for the support. Most especially, I would like to say thank you to our facilitators. You've been wonderful, and the feedback has been quite commendable.